Welcome to another stick stretch session. We're going to be trying on some yoga poses with the stick as an added assistance, just like you would in a yoga class that has wonderful helpers that come around and assist you. We're going to use the stick for the same reason, same purpose. So I'm just going to flow through a couple of yoga poses, and again, using the stick to help with either more range of motion, but more for stability and balance. Okay, so let's begin with a child's pose. So you're on the floor with your knees a little bit wider, your toes can be pulled in, and I'll go through the initial pose first without the stick, and then I'll show you how to use it with the stick. Okay, so I'm coming down, extending my arms, sitting my bum as close down to the heels as I can. I can rest my forehead on the ground. I'm just encouraging a passive position where you're stretching, you're flexing, you're just laying down and letting gravity do its work. Okay, that's your child's pose. Allowing your ribs to expand into your thighs. And then letting go. All right, from here, now your body is familiar, sort of a preparation, a rehearsal. We're going to take our stick, and then we're going to take it to sort of a shortened height from the floor. With our hands forward, we're going to push the stick forward, extending our arms, still trying to pull the ribs down into your thighs. So this is level 1 in regards to the depth of this particular assisted stretch. Let's start to move to level 2. Okay, you're going to walk your hands a little higher. Let's switch the main grip. I was grabbing with my right, now let's grab with my left, hand over hand. Now you can see that I'm raised with my torso, but I'm being offered more depth to really stretch my ribs and my underarms. So I'm pushing the stick forward, pulling my chest down, and really letting my upper body just hang. And then our last one, you can choose whatever hand you'd like to be the dominant above. And again, let your head come through your biceps and hammock into this child's pose. Okay, keep the hand at that same height. This time we're going to take our left and pull it across the body. And then we're going to take our right and go back to our original position. So now you have this cross body stretch. You're getting a lot through the chest and shoulders. Keep pushing the stick forward. From here, I'm going to allow my right hand to come to the side, and I'm going to turn my body now towards you guys. And this is going to allow my left side ribs and lats now to really feel that stretch. This feels really good. Okay, let's switch it up. I'm just playing around with something there. Now we're arcing to the left with the right hand gripping strong. I'm going to place my hand in the original position straight forward and just allow that rib to drop, the arm to extend. Okay, and now I'm going to replace my left hand to my left side and then start to turn even more, dropping my right ribs low, extending my right arm forward and across. Yes, good stuff. Okay, from here, we're going to take our left leg forward. We're going to go into a high lunge. Okay, so a typical high lunge. I'm going to tuck the back toes, Lengthen the back leg, so lifting the knee off the ground, both hands high. Think length, reaching up, fingers stuck into the ceiling. Shoulders packed down, chest is lifted. Feeling that strength in the bow that you are. Okay, I'm going to take a little break from there. We're going to take our right hand and left. We're going to take them overhead. And this is going to allow you to grip stronger, leaving less responsibility on the right leg, on the leg. And so now you can kind of just hang into this position and let your arms, your ribs, your hips just sag into that high lunge variation. Okay, good. From here, we're going to transition right into a triangle. Okay, so showing you the triangle, I'm going to straighten up, shorten my stance, turn my right heel in, straighten out my front leg. I'm going to hinge, pull my tail back, suck my inseam closer into me. I'm going to hinge, hinge, hinge forward. And then with my left hand either on the floor or on the inside of my ankle, I'm going to reach up. So from this position, I've opened up my torso, lifted the sternum, and I've created this deep stretch in the hamstrings, my left hamstrings. Okay, so I'm going to grab my stick, place it right underneath. Okay, I'm going to use my left hand to grab the base of the stick. Then I'm going to use my top hand to reach to the highest point. And when I'm ready, I've pivoted my back foot, straighten out my front leg, and I'm now going to rotate. And now I have the benefit of the stick here as stability. So I can use it to help rotate my torso a little more. Don't have to rely too much on my balance. I can really focus on relaxing. And if I want, I can reach down a little lower, strong grip below, pushing the stick into the ground. Maybe opening up a little. Wonderful. And there you have it. Let's switch directions. So let's go right into our high lunge. All right, so long back leg, both hands on the stick. Maybe you can switch the main grip. From here, I hang. I can place my forehead on the stick as well. My nose is there too. It seems kind of funny to do that, but it actually kind of helps with alignment. Thinking about being long, using that stick is a strong example. And we're going to transition and flow right into that triangle. Okay, so I'm going to grab my right hand, I'm going to slide it down to the base of the stick. My left hand reaches to the high part. I'm going to pivot my left heel in, and when I'm ready, I'm going to straighten out that front leg. Right there, we start to rotate. Oh yeah. I'm pulling my inseam tight, creating a little bit of an arch in my back so I can maintain a neutral lower back, lumbar spine. And I'm rotating my ribs up to the sky and breathing. Feels so good. So good in my hamstrings. Knowing that I have my stick here for stability. I feel extra safe in this position. All right, I'm going to bend the knee. I'm going to turn out of that position. Yes. Let's take a small little break by going into my downward dog. Bending of the knees slightly so you get some grip. Strong arms, just like I'm going into a handstand.
pulling my ribs closer into my thighs, lifting my tail up while pulling my heels down. Good stuff. Bending the knees. A little bit of rounding and arching of the back. Cat-cow.
All right, we're gonna go into a pigeon. So from here, plank position, I'm gonna take my left knee, slide it towards my left hand, left toe towards my right. I lengthen the back leg, and from here, I'm gonna groove side to side, feeling this in my glutes. You can also rotate the ribs to see where that creates some stretch. Oh yeah, as I turn to the left, I really feel that. Ooh. Okay, and so to add the stick to it, we're gonna take our stick, you're gonna go right down onto your right forearm, grabbing the stick with your right palm, and from here, I'm gonna stretch and reach my left arm as high as I can to really promote a strong grip for rotation of the torso. So the stronger these anchors are, the more I can turn my right hip down towards the ground, and that'll give me a lot more access. See how I'm using my back foot to lengthen that stretch? Whew. That's where we have all the magic. And I breathe into this new stretch position. Big deep inhale and exhale. Always tying maybe tying a mantra. Inhale the new, exhale the old. Inhale the future, exhale the past. You can do a little bit of ratio. Inhale more of the future for 4 counts, and exhale the past, less there, 2 counts. Okay. Slowly coming out of that deep stretch. Oh yeah. And just for our sake, we are going to switch it up. Plank position, into downward dog. Right knee slides underneath. Oop, come on, grids. Right knee to right elbow. Right toes to the left hand. I go side to side to stretch and move and talk to the socket and all the microfibers that connect to the hip. I can come down a level lower to really feel that in the glute. Lengthen the back leg for a little more range. And once I'm sort of leveled out here, then I take my stick into my left palm. Forearm is nice and strong. My right hand reaches high. And then I continue to stretch. But now I've got the stick to help. I'm twisting my torso so that my hips can rotate. My left hip can now pull downwards. That'll really get my glute some extra help. Remember, using the stick as an assistance to find maybe new ranges or more support. Breathing in. Just trying to relax. let go of the stick. Oh yeah.
And from here,
we are finished. Well, I hope you enjoyed these very simple favorite yoga poses using the stick to help add a little more range, maybe more depth, more stability, so you can control what happens within these ranges, all in the point and purpose of learning more about what your body can produce and what it can do for you, so that you can really appreciate the only vehicle that you have forever in your life. Thank you so much for joining. My name's Julian. Peace, love, may the flow be with ya.